cut off. 40 minutes after I did the reading, after I did all the air signs and Pisces. And then it just stopped. And when I replayed it, only 2 minutes of it remained of the 40 minutes I put out. That does suck just a little bit. If I was to say a recap of what the messages were, I don't really remember the cards so much, but the reading I did for Pisces, your doorway to greatness lies in your innovation and exploration, nothing in the past. If it was Libra, what was Libra's message? Libra, your time is not the same as other people's time. You're on a different timeline. And because of that, things are moving differently for you. Libra, what was it with Libra? It was something about Libra. I think I got the Knight of Swords. Oh, and I got a 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and something else. Oh, King of Cups. And Libra, it feels like in your energy, there are things that possibly should have been said that have been unsaid up to now. And it's like the things you need to hear, Libra, you're going to be hearing them. The things that should have been said prior, you're going to hear them. For Gemini, I don't even remember the cards that I pulled for you, but with Gemini, you use conviction. That's what Gemini's was. I forgot what elements came together. Gemini also had conviction, but more Gemini, you're being paused right before achievement because you're supposed to review, is that what you really want, what you've been working towards so much and desiring so much, your long-term plans that you've been working to make a reality, is that still what you want right now? Take a step back, Gemini, because that's why things haven't been folding into place for you, because you're meant to take a step back and review and fully consolidate your thoughts and feelings. Yes, this is what I want. Or, and it's okay to say this, no, I want to go off in another direction. Right? That was Libra's message that got cut off. And Aquarius's was basically about Aquarius and trying to perhaps appease or trying to charm, fit, enhance your sociability, enhance your charm with everyone and anyone, Aquarius. Are you still doing that now? Are you still putting on or adopting certain types of mannerisms and thoughts and speech to make yourself accessible to the larger group? And if so, Aquarius, it's time for you to stop doing that. Aquarius, it's time for you to go and put all your energy into the authentic you. Because Aquarius, the authentic you is quite complicated and requires all your focus and effort. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, so those those were basically the messages that I got for the first three or first four. And as I said, for some reason, 40 minutes of broadcasting went off into YouTube nonosphere, into the ether. But that was the messages there. I am a little tired after doing those four signs. I was just about to go and start Cancers and then Scorpio, and we'll see how it goes. If I have enough energy, I may pull again for those four signs, but that was what I got for you. Anyway, welcome to Mystic Moons. This reading is about Jovian Messages, so I'd like you to consider your Jupiter sign. Jupiter, since June 2025, moved into Cancer, where it is exalted. And it won't be in this placement, in this position, I believe, for another 12 years. This transit, Jupiter in Cancer, will end next June 2026. So during this time, I'd like all of you to think about, where does Jupiter sit in your natal chart? What sign does Jupiter sit in your natal chart? What house does Jupiter sit in your natal chart? Because those are the areas in which you will be experiencing prosperity, growth. You should be experiencing expansion and luck. And of course, as we are all tuning forks in the vibration of life, what we are aware of, what we focus on, what we dwell on, that has its own powerful imprint as well. So I just would like you to be aware of that and make sure, your thoughts are aligned with your hopes. And to realize the special energy that each of us can tap into. I'd also invite you to think about your Sagittarius placements and your Cancerian placements. Cancerian placements as it is a transit into Cancer, and Sagittarius placements as, well, Sagittarius is under Jupiter. Okay, so those are also interesting spots in your chart that for this energy, this transit, this year-long transit, that you should pay attention to. And that I'm pulling on. For these readings, I definitely invite you to think about your Jupiter sign, in addition to your sun sign. And of course, you can consider your moon sign. You can consider your rising sign. All those sorts of things. Shall we get started? So as I said, I'm going to pick up from water signs. I was just about to do Cancer. We're going to finish water. We're going to do earth and fire. And then if there's time, I'll cycle back for a few messages, time, or energy. I do think I'm going to take a moment and just make sure that my Wi-Fi is solid. Well, maybe it is. Anyway, if you appreciate my time, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments to share, please do. If you feel called to as well, you can check out the other readings done in this series. So let's go and jump into it. Cancerian place. Yeah, Libra was definitely about conviction. Oh, and one more thing about the Libra reading before I get into Cancer. It feels like there's a little bit of a negative thing with a Libra reading, because perhaps, Libra, you may be feeling like you haven't achieved what you wanted or moved at the pace you wanted because you haven't believed enough, and you keep on putting more and more conviction out there, more and more faith, more and more hope. I just wanted to say, Libra, the faith you had at the very beginning, thank you for the like, the faith you had at the very beginning of your goals was all that you needed, is all that you need. So don't think, please, that you need to believe more, try harder, be in a pure, more 100% all or nothing energy. You've already been there. You are there. So just be and breathe, because that which you need to hear, that which you've been waiting for, is coming at a very fast speed. Let's go and get started. I'm going to do Cancer, okay? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer, Jupiter. Jovian message for Cancer. Knight of Pentacles. Eye on the prize, very steadfast, lots of hope, lots of warmth. But this warmth is warmth towards the future, hope towards the future, not really satisfied with the present. Present isn't really holding the sparkles for you, Cancer. It's what you hope is arriving, Cancer. What you hope that is arriving and hasn't arrived yet. Also, too, in this energy, Cancer, not really looking back. You already know what's back there. And you also already know what's in your present. So all the glitter right now, Cancer, the really big gems of crystals are in the future. Hello. Welcome, welcome, Cancerian. So, Knight of Pentacles. Let's find out more about this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles gets an Ace of Pentacles. You know, a Knight of Pentacles is slow energy. Ace of Pentacles is slow, but a Knight of Pentacles clarified by an Ace of Pentacles. Not that slow. Let me see if I can just move that a little there. For some reason it's, oh well. Not that slow. 7 of Cups, logistics. Yeah, not that slow. A Jovian message for Cancer. This isn't really so much your energy, Cancer. It's more like that which is coming towards you. We're in the 9th month, so I know that Scorpio season is coming. We do have significant Scorpio energy here with 7 of Cups and the Tower. Scorpio season could be very significant. Go and keep an eye out on that. Or also to think about where your Scorpio placements are, if any, Cancer, in your chart, if you know anyone with significant Scorpio energy. Because, and outside of the zodiac thing, think about the general cadence of Scorpio energy, and that's transformation. Your ideas Cancer. There's going to be an external catalyst coming towards you, Cancer, especially with Judgment, Temperance, Two of Cups, Queen of Cups. I read my Queen Cardinals, by the way. So Two of Cups and Queen of Cups are Cancer. There's an external catalyst coming your way, justification of what you've been feeling, what you've been waiting for, that sparkle of the future is about to go and change your thoughts in the present right now. You have a guest arriving, Cancer. My Jovian message for you: someone is going to bring the opportunity you've been waiting for. Not that long to wait. Not that long to wait from now. This person, Cancer, should be quite good. Quite good. No more waiting here with the Tower and Seven of Cups, but this person is going to change your manner of thinking. You're going to have to be quick on your feet. Won't be as anything. It'll be what you've been waiting for. It won't be as you expected it to be. All right? I'd say keep an eye out for, think about, because you have transformation here. That's definitely a part of Scorpio energy. That's what I have here. But I do think as well, keep an eye out. Just look at your Scorpio placements. If there's someone who you suspect could be in that energy, and if you could find out a little bit about their chart, I would look at their Scorpio placements. Where does it live? What sign is it in? And Scorpio season coming up. Significant happenings soon. Okay, that's what it basically is. Significant happenings soon. Maybe a month. Maybe Scorpio season, somewhere around there. All right. You're welcome. So let's go and see Scorpio. All that Scorpio energy. Let's go and check out the Scorpio collective. So you know Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Scorpio, Jupiter. What do I have for Scorpio? Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Scorpio, you don't need to do anything other than just anticipate. An offer is coming towards you, Scorpio, and you have to decide, Scorpio, whether or not you take a leap of faith, you take a risky endeavor. Scorpio, someone's going to ask you to invest in them, to believe in them, to trust them. They could ask more of you. They'll ask you to go and walk in a different direction. Not a bad direction, Scorpio, just a different direction. A different direction than what you've been walking in now, what you've been comfortable in right now, Scorpio. That's the thing to think about. What are you comfortable in right now? The invitation that's coming, Scorpio, is going to ask you, is going to have you consider shifting from that which you're comfortable with right now. It's an opportunity. Be a little risky, a little gambly, things like that. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So Scorpio, we have Page of Wands. Find out more. Page of Wands gets the Emperor. Some more fire. That card, I guess we'll take it since it came out so smoothly. So we do have significant fire here. Scorpio with bottom of the deck energy, 9 of Wands, Emperor, 3 of Wands, Page of Wands. Significant Aries energy here specifically. Scorpio, you could see this. You, Scorpio, are being asked to step out of your comfort zone. There's going to be a very specific offer, and it's going to seem a little risky for you, Scorpio. You're going to have to go and step out of that which you know. Could literally mean a move, Scorpio. Could also mean that you are going to be dealing with some difficult personalities, or you're going to have to move into circles where there are difficult personalities. But it's an opportunity, Scorpio. An opportunity that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for something like this to come your way. Of course, the Tower is Scorpio energy. I think the jarring part about it, Scorpio, is, as I said, it's going to some way ask you to shift out of that which you're comfortable with. And that's going to be a little bit of a stumbling block for you to walk over. But you're being asked, Scorpio, to recognize the opportunity and grab it. It's okay to move past your comfort zone, Scorpio. You see the potential there, Scorpio. Take the risk. Let's see, do we do earth? Do we do fire? Of course, I already did air. If I have energy at the end, I will do air if some more air came out. Okay, let's see. I just want to know, do we do fire or do we do air? All right, we're going to do fire and then we'll do air. So we're going to start off with Aries. So Aries collective, Aries, sun, moon, rising, Aries, Jupiter. What an energy, Aries, Jupiter. An intimidating energy, Aries, Jupiter. Seems very, very active. Hello, hello. So let's go and see Aries collective. A Jovian message for Aries. Aries. It's almost like a departure, Aries. Something is going to lose a bit of its shine, a little bit of its urgency to you, Aries. You're going to see something that has been requiring energy and process and thought and energy, and you're going to realize, yes, I know I said that twice. You're going to realize you can move differently. You can regard this differently. You will regard something that has been effort, but well-deserved effort. You've been putting well-deserved effort into something important to you, Aries, but that is going to shift. It's not going to hold the same position to you that it did before. Thank you for the like. So let's find out more about this. More about death. And this change of priority, change in what's important. I still don't know why is this not leaning straight. This is one of those little quirks. Anyway, death. Death gets justice. Ah. Aries, there's been something you have been adhering to, and you've been doing it so automatically, Aries, because it's what's been expected of you. And now, Aries, you're going to see, you're being asked to reflect, does that really serve your purpose? Almost in the energy of believing snow is ice cream, Aries. And then one day you decide to go out and taste that snow and realize it's not ice cream, just cold ice, that taste of the air. Ace of Wands, of course, is Aries energy. Page of Wands, re-pivoting is coming up for you, Aries. It's almost like turning your focus back to you, back to that which is important to you, back to yours, Aries, back to your center. There's something that you've been preoccupied with, something, Aries, that you've allowed yourself to care about, invest in, believe in, work towards. And ultimately, Aries, that has kind of just been draining your time just a wee little bit. And it's unnecessary. You're going off in a new direction, Aries. You're going off into an authentic direction. I do think your priorities are going to have a shift. So anticipate that, Aries. Something is going to be shed. It's well worth the shedding in that energy and all those threes that I got, Aries. You're shedding people. You're shedding social circles. Could be personal social circles, could be professional social circles, could be routines of where you go. All I know, Aries, is you have a change coming, and the flow of people who you have been investing in, you're going to view those circles differently and go off towards, I think those circles have sort of veered you off the course that you're supposed to go. You're getting caught up, or you have been caught up in priorities and things that don't serve you. And you're getting out of those little whirlpools of currents and going back to where you should be. All right. We'll do Sagittarius. Sagittarius collective. So that's Sagittarius moon, sun, rising, and Jupiter. Let's see for Sagittarius. Of course, Sagittarius, this is almost like your transit. with that Jupiter being in Cancer. Your whole self should undergo quite an exquisite transformation, Sagittarius, quite a powerful transformation. And with this also being the year of the snake, also transformative energy. You could be forced, Sagittarius, or you could feel like you're being forced to grow, to see things, to acknowledge things, to absorb things in a more direct, perhaps harsher, perhaps faster rate than what you would be comfortable proceeding at. Anyway, we have justice. Justice has an energy. That which you don't know, Sagittarius. There's appreciation, Sagittarius. It could be, Sagittarius, you're not fully aware of. That appreciation is quite strongly marked by competition, Sagittarius, but that competition is only competition to you because you inspire them, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius out there inspiring things, inspiring thoughts, feelings, people to move, to have courage to move into directions they wouldn't normally go. Very calm energy, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, smaller, subtle movements are best for you right now. You don't need to have a heavy hand, Sagittarius, because actions you do, the words you say, that's heavy enough. Less is more right now in your energy, Sagittarius. You can be still and observant, Sagittarius, more than engaging. There are a bunch of things, Sagittarius, waiting to approach you, ready to engage with you, occupy you, and move with you. So, Sagittarius, exercise subtle movements and reflect on the ripples it causes, Sagittarius. You're in an energy right now, Sagittarius, to be observant. You're being called upon to be observant. Observe that which interests you, Sagittarius, and discern their true nature and make your judgments for how you want to go forward from there. Hello. Welcome, welcome. The earlier reading I did 40 minutes of it, and YouTube only recorded the first 2 minutes. And I did 4 signs, including Pisces. If I have energy, I will go and do those readings again at the end. But for Pisces, Pisces, to what you need and what you want, you're only going to achieve it through innovation and exploration. Not so much going back into what was explored before, particularly in regards to people, connections, places. It's the things, Pisces, that you built, that you learned, that you made. It's the things that you take, that you carry with you. But for the places and the people, they all must be new in order to achieve the success and the prosperity you both need and want. That was basically Pisces reading. But I don't remember the cards that inspired that. Let's do Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, Leo Jupiter. Leo, what do I have for the Leo Collective? You're being asked to throw some weight around, Leo. Could be being asked for you to go and put down roots. Could be just you calling into, whatever weight or authority you have. Maybe, Leo, you haven't been owning it, or you've been just, that's been your accolades, your achievements, who you are, your leadership, your skills, all that is you. But Leo, maybe you haven't been leaning into it as much as you could have, as much as you should have. And Leo, in this energy, it's like throw your weight around. No being necessarily the team member here, Leo. You are like, the sun. Well, of course, Leo is the sun, but you are the weight, right? You are the large figure, and you are the leader. Leaders don't necessarily go and gather into teams. They lead, they inspire, they draw people to them. Yes, they can also draw people away from them, but if they don't match the vision and the purpose, that's just as well. Leo, you're being asked to lean into yourself, your abilities, your leadership. If there's ever a time to swell into your accomplishments, into your being, into your full astral self, your aura, Leo, now's the time to do that. So 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, I have a Queen of Cups. I have Death. 7 of, you could have been waiting on something to move forward for you, Leo. You could be thinking, well, it's so obvious what it is I want, or what it is that I've been waiting for. If I just wait a little bit longer because I've done all the right steps, that should be coming towards me. Well, Leo, should be, but at this stage, Leo, you need to be assertive. Because I definitely see waiting here. And you don't have to wait. But you do have to throw your weight behind that which you want in your heart. That which you know is right. that which you feel you deserve. And move towards that, Leo. Build towards that, Leo. It's right around the corner for you, Leo. You already know that you have done everything necessary for you to get that, Leo. And it could be right now you're just waiting like other people waiting alongside you on the line to a buffet or to enter a venue, and you say, oh, I must wait my place, or do a little chit chat or whatever. You've waited in place long enough, Leo. Step out of the line. Become noticeable, and move from a position where only you are there. So I did all the fire. We have earth. We can do Taurus. Start off with Taurus. A Jovian message for Taurus. The Taurus Collective, Taurasian Collective, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Jupiter, Taurus Rising. A Jovian message for Taurus. Someone is plagued by insecurities, Taurus. Could also not necessarily be your energy, Taurus, but there is somebody here who could take a gamble, Taurus. But they're afraid if they make a move, Taurus, they're not sure how it would affect them. They're not sure if it would build onto their existing platform or detract from it. So therefore, Taurus, this person is in limbo. They don't want to lose what they have. They'd like to acquire, but they're comfortable where they are. And they actually, to Taurus in this energy, they're comfortable where they are, but they're disappointed that they can't decide. They're disappointed that they're letting some opportunity go by them, Taurus, with the moon. So we're going to find out more. What is this moon? Some cards fell out, Taurus. 3 cards, Taurus. I feel like pulling just because, but it is interesting that I have some Piscean energy here building up, Taurus. Taurus, in your energy, while one person is fluctuating between making a move and time is ticking away, it feels like in your energy, Taurus, as someone is becoming more aimless, perhaps more spineless, Taurus, it feels like your energy is becoming stronger and stronger, while someone else's energy is waning. You just see the truth that is. You have belief, Taurus. You have faith, Taurus. And Taurus, you know that with your abilities and with where you set your heart on, Nothing is impossible. This moon to you, Taurus, the power of the unknown inspires you, Taurus. Likewise, I'm going to say for someone in your energy, Taurus, could be someone on your personal side, could be someone on your work side. Someone, just as much as the unknown inspires you for its potential and possibilities, it frightens them, Taurus. So there's a split coming here, Taurus. Someone who you know, someone who has sizable or could invest, has sizable resources. They're going to pull back, or they have been pulling back. While you, Taurus, it's like a switching of places. Basically, those people that have been moving slowly around you, they're going to experience a waning in their success. And your success, Taurus, shall grow, shall swell, shall expand. Taurus, I feel like pulling to this moon just because. Yeah, Taurus, you are in very, very powerful energy. Gee, Taurus, you have very strong energy. The unknown is your friend, Taurus. That which feeds your emotions, Taurus. That's what you feel on your skin, Taurus. Those directions, Taurus, that you inexplicably feel compelled or would like to explore, Taurus. Those are your rainbows that you should follow. Taurus, the expansiveness out there is beautiful for you. And it holds everything, Taurus, that you want. Head out, Taurus, unto the starry sky of life, Taurus, into that which you have yet to explore, Taurus. Find people too, Taurus, who don't need everything to be laid out in a mechanical way, Taurus, who also are led by their beliefs in what they themselves can do. And you have some very interesting, fortuitous, wealthy, very startling, great energy in your collective. I'm actually a little tired now. So I know that we have some other signs. If I get to them a little later, I will. But for right now, I'm going to take a break. If I know that someone said that they were a Virgo. Oh, Rosita. Yeah, if I have some energy later, I'll get to it. But it's already late where I am. And I have a day tomorrow. Until next time, bye-bye.